Welcome to a Draw This in Your Style video. At the end of the video, I will be opening up my own Draw This in Your Style, so if you'd like to participate, stay to the end to watch, and there will be a prize. Hello everyone, and welcome to an extra channel video. Yes, you typically see me on my main channel, especially in voiceovers, but I am now going to be posting some things onto my extra channel. This will be very more mellow, and I will be focusing on smaller projects or fun mini-series that I want to do. And there is one series in particular that I would like to start for me personally, and that is a Draw This in Your Style series. If you don't know what Draw This in Your Style is, basically an artist posts a picture or drawing that they've done, and other people can interpret it into their style. I've been wanting to participate in those way more than I have, and it's been several years since I've even done one. I think it's such a fun way to find other artists and find also some friends. So I thought it would be fun to just kind of participate in community and help build community as well. I want to also put forward, every time I draw a Draw This in Your Style, put forward a piece I have done in the past or have done now as a Draw This in Your Style if people want to participate, and I will put up a small prize for my shop. Nothing too big because I am a busy girl, but I would love to put up a small prize, maybe my ice cream YCH, because I know a lot of people love that YCH. But yeah, at the end of this video, I will be putting my own Draw This in Your Style at the end, so if you want to participate, that will be at the end. But since I'm posting on my extra channel, I don't have to stress about anything since this is just extra channel video. I tend to stress on my main channel, but if the art in this video is just mid, then that's okay, which actually I would describe my attempt for today exactly as that: mid, not bad but not great. I'm going to give myself some grace because this is my first Draw This in Your Style I have done in several years, so I think it's a great start. I will never bash someone or myself who is starting out fresh or even again in a new area, because we value work ethic, we value trying rather than, trying and failing and bashing on someone. We're not going to do that because it can be hard to translate someone else's character into your own style sometimes. And for me today, I'm doing a humanoid character, which I know you're probably like, Katie, you take commissions and stuff all the time. You draw people's characters all the time in your own style. I'm like, you're very much right. But going into a Draw This in Your Style with the mindset of like knowing I need to be kind of similar to the original, it kind of just throws off my feng shui. I don't know if anyone can understand what I'm saying when I say that, but it's kind of a different mindset to like try and match the character and the composition, and it made, I don't know, it just put me in a mindset that was odd. I was very excited going into it, but during the drawing, I felt myself not having the confidence I should have had. I think that affected it a lot because I wasn't able to challenge myself, and I played it safe. And that gave me a mediocre result. And I think going forward, I'm going to really challenge myself and just do what I think would look good rather than doing what I think the artist who did the original would like. Because I think that's kind of what I focused on too much, because the original artist style is very, very different than my style. That's not a bad thing. Their art style is great. But I think I kept thinking about, I'm like, would they like it if it's in my style? I kept kind of getting in my head, which defeats the whole purpose of the Draw This in Your Style. So that is something I want to challenge myself in the next one and actually like be bold and do something kind of maybe out of pocket if I wanted to. However, today's drawing's not that bad. I just think it's mid, and I just have some feelings about it when I look at it. One of my goals for this series is shading. I really need to practice. I've been out of practice for so long now. I really want to find my shading style again. My shading style is actually pretty unique if you've seen some of my past works. I won't put them up now, but just know that they're on my mini-me's Katie's Toy House if you want to go look at that. But I also think for shading and learning and practicing and stuff, digesting and studying how other people shade can help me find, again, what I like and don't like. This first drawing is a good example because the way I shaded it doesn't necessarily look like the original, but it does take inspiration from it. And I was able to learn a little more. I really do love that sky blue color in the eyes. It's just so pretty, and that's one of the colors I've like done shading with in the past and used to add highlights. It's such a beautiful color to use. I should also mention, if you want to join this specific Draw This in Your Style, it is hosted by ArtShare. I will be putting all the links in the description so you can check them out and join if you'd like. It does end June 7th, so you can join. Now, let me just mention a few things I really like about my results of this drawing. There are like 3 things that I quite like. In the original, the character has these pretty thick eyelashes, so I thought it would be really fun to kind of dramatize them, especially since my style is more cartoony. I'm not gonna like match the more realism that this person has. That's not a bad thing. I'm not bashing that, but like I'm not gonna be able to apply that to my style perfectly. I feel like I could, but I feel like it'd be more fun if the eyelashes were dramatized, so I did, and I think they look really fun and I think they're pretty. I also tried to make sure that they were the same color as the hair because I also thought that would add more fun and whimsy. Another thing I really like about my results is the curliness of the hair. I know the original was a bit more wavy, but I felt like for a cartoony style, adding more curls would be a little more fun for me, and I really also love drawing hair. Actually, curly hair, I just figured out why I like that. It's because this character is moon themed, and the moon on her forehead is it's a curl when you think about it. So I think my character design brain probably kind of took over and was like, if there's curls on the forehead with the moon, I need to have curls in the hair. And actually, if you're the artist who did this, open this, draw this in your style, I would actually recommend that. You don't have to, but with love, I think that would be cool for your character design. It's just my little character tip of the day. Not that the original's bad or anything, it just appeals to my brain, so I'm letting people know. But I think curls is definitely a good shape balance for this character because the person did say in the original post they are a moon witch and their name is Esmeralda. I think that's how you pronounce it, Esmeralda. Anyway, but curls as a shape theme would be really, really good for this character because again, they're a moon witch. It kind of just writes itself. Another small, like, minute thing I really like about this drawing, or I guess I like in general, not necessarily in this drawing, but I really love gold accents, like the earrings, and I guess you could say the crescent moon in the middle of her forehead. Maybe that's more of a magical thing, it's not necessarily gold, but I love shading gold. I wish I kind of went back to the earrings or other stuff and added more gold, like, flavor in the shading, because that's one of the things I love to draw, and I kind of remembered that when I was looking at the earrings, because gold, oh my goodness, I have a few characters where they have gold accents, and they're just so fun to shade because it's really, really simple, and you can add so many highlights because it's gold, you know what I mean? Like, I could go overzealous with the highlights just because it's gold, and no one's gonna complain, or I would assume no one's gonna complain. If they did, I don't care because it's gold. I think overall I learned from this drawing is that I would like to be better at shading in depth overall. I know I have skills in the past for being able to shade stuff like gold, like I mentioned. Like, I didn't shade it that well in this drawing. I know I have those skills. I don't have them in all areas. And I felt like I couldn't push it in this drawing because there's one big staple thing I'm not great at shading, and that's skin. I'm not good at shading skin. So especially when there's a character that's a humanoid, I can't really take it to its fullest extent all the time because I'm not sure how. There are like a few exceptions where I figured it out, but like in this drawing, I felt like I couldn't really go in depth on the hair or in depth in other places because the skin, I felt like I really didn't know what I was doing. And if I had really fully rendered the rest of it and there was just like the skin just looked out of place, like it just would have been unbalanced, so I didn't do that. I think I really need to kind of challenge myself with maybe the next one or any drawing on any video to work on shading skin and trying to master that. But yeah, thank you for joining me in today's video. I learned quite a bit, and I'm glad that I did this Draw This in Your Style. I didn't spend that much time on it. Like, I spent like an hour. I don't want to spend too much time on like extra channel videos. No offense to y'all, but extra channels for me. But thank you for being here. And if you want to know a little bit more about my Draw This in Your Style that I'm going to be opening, let's go ahead and talk about that right now. For the Draw This in Your Style that I am hosting, you can draw this drawing. You may have creative liberty, but it still must look like the original characters. But creative liberty goes far, so you can really change up a whole lot, and it won't bother me too much or anything. But it's got to look like the original characters. So be creative if you want, go ham if you want, but keep it to the original characters. You can submit your drawings one of 4 ways: YouTube, Instagram, Toy House, and through the Discord. If you're going to be submitting through Toy House or Discord, check the description because those are very specific ways to post. But for Instagram and YouTube, all you have to do is post your drawing, put my image, my original drawing in the second slide, at me by tagging me at Kate Cruzan, and then use the hashtag KateCruzan DTYIS 2026. That's it. That's all you have to do. It's very straightforward. And for anyone who joins, thank you for joining. I'm sure all of your drawings are going to turn out great. And for the prize, I am doing my Candy Bowl YCH because that's the YCH that is available this week on my shop is the Candy Bowl YCH, and I know a lot of people actually do really like it. When it comes to picking the winner, I am not judging based on level or skill. I'm basing it off of which one I like the most. So which flavor I like, pretty much. So if you're not like a super high skilled artist, don't worry. I don't judge off of skill or level. I judge off of what I like. Now, the deadlines for your submissions are June 29th, and I will announce the winner in the next episode on June 30th. If I do another Draw This in Your Style opening thing again, I'm not going to go through all the ways you can submit. I'm just going to put it in the description. But for the first video, I figured I would go through and let you know. Next time, I will just be putting the links in the description. Thank you for joining me in today's video, and I hope to see you around very, very soon. Remember to do justice, love kindness, and to walk humbly with God. I love you. God loves you. Stay safe.